We'll check it, you know, maybe once every 16 years or so. Hey, welcome back. It's been just a little while. We're going on a mini adventure. It's pretty plain Jane stuff, but I'm excited to get my hands on one. And we're on our way to a small town, actually just like a farm and a neighboring community, outside a neighboring community, about 20-minute ride. We need a couple things, and then we're gonna get in a truck and we're gonna go on an adventure and buy something. So hang on. Well, we're cruising right along here. Yeah, there's a stretch of pavement out here in the middle of nowhere. I'm not quite sure why. Now, here's something interesting. The stop sign is for the paved road to yield to the non-paved road. You don't see that every day. But we gotta go this way.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and
me. Everybody's pushing that irrigation. Last few weeks of corn growth here. Important time for farmers.
Meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
We're gonna go on another adventure. It's about 2 miles that away, and we're gonna bring something home from that adventure too. But let's jump out here. I'll show you what we got. This has been on my list for a while, and quite frankly, I have options to put one of these together on my own, but I'm tired of waiting. So we picked up a Ford pickup box trailer. Nothing fancy, rustier than heck. 9-inch rear though. It's allegedly a 73. It does have a marker light here, and this chrome, that trim isn't in too awfully bad a shape. But allegedly a 73, half ton. That's the only downside, but you know what? I don't really care at this point. I'm sick and tired of accumulating scrap metal in front of my shop and other things. So we're gonna put this thing right to work and start hauling off our pile and barrel of metal, and get that cleaned up. And then, so no ball hitch, pin hitch, which I'm totally okay with. That's 2 layers of 1/2-inch steel, ain't going anywhere. But yeah, perfect for what we need and what we're looking for. We'll take the tailgate off of the brown truck. It's dented anyway, and we'll use it on here. So we're in pretty good shape. Let's get it home. Let's get a closer look at this Iron Chariot. Again, pin hitch, very beefy. We're gonna leave that. It looks like maybe once upon a time it had lights that worked. We've got a set of the magnetic. Stick them on the back, run your wires up, and plug in lights. That's what we're gonna do. This little guy, nice when the trailer's empty, but isn't gonna do it. We're gonna have to come up with some sort of a stand for the tongue of this to that'll hold some weight. And then you know, when it's storing and when we're filling it up with metals. Yeah, this side not so good. We do have some, you know, flathead screw galvanized shed tin on there. The tires, you know, I'm thinking 2 trips before they start to blow out, but we'll see. This piece of trim really isn't in too bad a shape. We're probably going to take that guy right off of there, and we're probably going to go ahead and steal this guy for one of our projects. We'll take the beat up tailgate off of the brown truck here. I got to be careful with this tailgate. I was throwing this piece of garden fence panel in here the other day, and as soon as I dropped it in there, a big swarm of the waspies came out of there, and one of them bit me right here, right here, right between the fingers. And so they got soaked down with the wasp spray, but we're gonna have to give it another treatment and make sure they're eradicated. But yeah, this tailgate's got this huge gash in it, and it ain't pretty anyway, so we'll put that on the metal trailer, and we'll have to steal a hinge piece over here because it's missing some hinge pieces. But we'll get that off the brown truck. The only issue, and I don't think it's an issue, I think this was just a conscientious seller who wanted to make sure, you know, it made it the 25 miles back here, or 20 miles back here. So he said, you know, check the gear oil. We haven't checked the gear oil in a long time, and it does look like it's had some leakage sometime. It's kind of caked on right now because we took dirt roads home, but we checked it. It's down maybe an inch, and it's not just pouring out of that pinion, so we're going to ignore that. We'll top off the diff like we have it, and until it really starts to leak bad, it's just gonna have to leak a little bit, and we'll check it you know, maybe once every 16 years or so. So yeah, we're missing the nubbin down here for the hinge, and then we're missing the hinge arms on that side. I think they actually cut it off here maybe, but we can fix that, no problem. And then on this side we have a custom badge that's in pretty good shape. Again, the marker light's in pretty good shape, and for the most part, till you get to here, this side trim piece is in pretty good shape. So we'll probably pluck that off too, because this could probably be massaged out pretty darn good. Yeah, so otherwise we've got plenty of beef in the front end. We've got, you know, like I said, tires that might last a trip or two before we start having to replace on them. And I just can't wait. As soon as maybe later this week, that is going to start getting put in that, and we're going to get rid of this pile of crap. And then what we'll do is we'll put the trailer right here facing towards you, the camera. And so we'll still have our metal pile right here, but it'll be a metal pile on wheels. And as soon as we get, you know, 400 or 500 pounds, or it starts to get ugly, we'll hook up and go. So that's the plan, and that's gonna really, you know, get this eyesore off of my mind. And then probably sometime this fall or in the next few weeks, there's some trees, there's a little overhang. Hey, come on, there you go, wake up camera. There's a little overhang on that shed. It's concrete underneath, and we've got some junk stored over there, but there's mulberry trees that grew up, volunteers, because a pine tree died over there. And in the next few weeks we're going to cut all those trees out, and then we're going to get more organized with our tires and wheels and get all this out of here. Because, you know, I don't mind the cars sitting out as long as they're in order and we keep them trimmed around, but I don't like just the random piles of stuff. Can't stand it. So we're getting to work on it. That was a short little rescue. By the way, 150 bucks, right? You can't turn that away. That's perfect. We'll still probably make a trailer out of the other newer brown Ford truck over here, because it's 3/4 ton when we get to it, but it's got the donor motor for the shop truck, and we still got to do a bunch of work there. So in the meantime, we'll make this little 1/2 ton trailer work, and yeah, it'll help out quite a bit. So firewood, whatever, we've got a pickup box trailer now. So appreciate you watching, clicking, liking. You might consider subscribing, then you get notified when new content comes out. So something to think about there. Appreciate you. We'll catch you on the next one.